move right into things, we have the overall presence it gives with your other Demon Slayer characters. I'll do some scaling later. But aesthetically, he's really nice. Nice muscle definitions on the arms. His sword holding form is sculpted very nice. The little gold armbands, wristbands. Overall, it's a very solid figure, which, as expected from Buzzmod and the kind of pricey price point they have on him. But other than that, he's a very prominent figure if you have him in your collection. But let's get into the most important aspect of an action figure, its articulation. So starting from the head, making our way to the feet, we have his ponytail, which that has a ball joint right there so it can spin. And then the head movement, I believe, is also on a ball joint. So that gives us plenty of good range. The neck moves quite a bit. And then his arm joints, no butterfly joints, but it has this double ball peg, which allows you to get pretty good crossed arms like that. Shoulders go up, T-pose. You can make them go up further with using that, but you know, it looks kind of weird. But pretty good. Biceps break more than 90. And it has this interesting sculpt to it where it kind of locks into place. I find that really seamless. It gives a nice little seamless look to that. I like that very much. The wrist movements are not hindered at all by his little wristbands. I believe those are just a floating piece. But they can move every which way. Now, the gripe I had with this figure is this lower torso part actually moves quite nice. But this upper ab part, I don't know if it's just mine, but it's not given any movement at all. It's given a little, but with all that combined, it still gives pretty good range. And then to the legs. So my gripe with the Buzzmod and how they do the legs is, I mean, I get it, but let's see. You can go up all the way up there, but the actual knee part can only go 90. That's why they give you separate leg pieces that you can attach and all that. And then he has this calf movement, which is really nice. Ankle pivot is beautiful. Go either which way. Go down that much, go up that much. Toe movement. It's actually nice. Actually, bends that way. You rarely see that in an action figure. But yeah, it can go out, do the splits that much. But let me interchange these legs and I'll show you what I mean. So this is what I meant by the interchangeable legs. It gives us a nice, it's completely bent legs, you know. It's a full sculpt. You have to plug out of the pegs, which I find very difficult at first. I've been playing with this Buzzmod Tengen for quite a bit. I did a TikTok video on him and all that. So I was interchanging the legs quite a bit, so it's pretty loosened up. But this allows you to do those absolute ninja moves that he can do. And then you can change up the feet as well. So then you can, you know, rotate the feet, use the toe articulation. All that fun stuff. You can do a kneeling pose, crouching pose. It's not crouching pose. Crouching pose. So I'm glad they added these in instead of just keeping the articulation not as good. But it's honestly not that bad. Once you you know, loosen them up, they easily just pop off. Okay, well, you know what I mean. They can just pop off. You know, might have to heat it up a little, but other than that, the feet are really nice. I guess I would rather have these than none, because, you know, articulation is pretty bad with these ones. But yeah, it looks really nice. They did a really good job. Let's move on to the accessory parts. Now, getting into the accessories, he obviously comes with the 2 crouching legs. Very nicely sculpted, very nicely painted. Then he comes with his swordsman effects, which are like these dust clouds, maybe some ground effects whenever he swings his swords and all that. Then he actually comes with a alternate head sculpt, which is my favorite, with his hair kind of fringed out, ponytails, everything's a little messy little hair sculpt. And then that just pops off the front. And then snarling head sculpt. Then we get another kind of snarling head sculpt, but it's more like he's talking. Then we even get an angry looking head sculpt, which is pretty nice. Not too bad of head sculpts. I wish he came with that yelling head sculpt for his iconic fight scene. And then we have his swords right here. I don't know if these are katanas or what they're called, but they're very nicely sculpted. They have this chain. And if you really want to, you can get like a 1mm aluminum wiring. I think I have some, but you can just intertwine that, and that allows you to have it displayed any way you want. And then of course the sheath sword. This has just 3 plugs you can plug right there in the back. And with that, I thought was really cool. It actually comes with all of the bandages that are on his swords. So you can actually plug into his back. They come with like a bunch of different ones, so you can display it as you want. If you want them just sitting still, if you want it in an action pose. Then he comes with his 2 sword gripping hands. Pretty simple stuff. His fist hands. And all these hands are detailed very nicely with the painting and the sculpting. And then splayed out hands. Very nice. And then his regular neutral hands, which I like. I'm a big hands kind of guy. So if an action figure comes with a nice uniqueness of hands, I like that a lot. And then this little knee placemat for when he's sitting. I guess whenever the Hashiras do a meeting. But let's get some of these accessories on him. Alright, as you can see, I threw on the messy hair sculpt with the swords in hand. And I plugged the bandages on the back. They look kind of messy. Maybe I'm not doing it right, but me personally, I wouldn't have them display since they kind of just pop off kind of easily. But you know, if you're doing like photography or whatnot, you know, that's pretty aesthetically, looks really nice. But the swords themselves are a pretty nice size. And the chain, it really doesn't hinder it at all. It's very nice to play around with. You can get all sorts of posing done with it. And like I said, if you have that aluminum wiring, you can really get creative with it. Have him throwing it up, spin it around like nunchucks as he does. But the swords are really nice. This is one of the better swords for a Buzzmod. And this is a really good action figure to have these type of swords. You can get really creative with all the posing he does. I know he does a bunch of crazy stuff. I'll do some poses at the end, but the swords themselves are really nice. I always liked his character in the Demon Slayer. But yeah, look at that. Aesthetically, they're nice, like hard plastic, so they're not as flimsy as the katanas like Tenjo and Gyu come with. So they're really nice. I hope they keep making the swords out of the same material. Because as you can see, you can get some pretty good spacing out with the swords and still make it look really nice. And how they come apart, as you get them on there, they actually unplug like that. You just, slide them out. Turn it this way. Plug it back in. Boom. Know what I mean? You got even more room to play with. Do all sorts of poses. Now, what would have been cool if he came with a damaged hand, kind of like the SH Proud Namekian comes with, and you can recreate his battle scene with the Upper Moon Demon. Have him throw one of his swords in his armpits, which you can actually do quite easily. I believe with the how they had this, you can actually slide it in right there, and it actually fits quite nicely. Let's try to do that. You slide it in right there and just kind of press it in. You see? It kind of stays on its own. So if you really wanted to, you can just pop off that hand and recreate that scene. But with how the arms is sculpted, you can really get the sword up in there. That's probably why they went with that. Obviously, I have to check the other Buzzmods, but that makes a lot of sense. Have it tucked in like that. That's really nice. But yeah, this is definitely one of the more funner Buzzmods to play with because he's not hindered with the kimono, the jacket that all the other Demon Slayers come with. So it makes him very fun to just have a good time with them. Now let me go grab some other Demon Slayer characters so we can do some scaling. I believe Tengen is one of the bigger Hashiras. You know, not the biggest, but he's pretty up there in tallness. This is Giyu right here next to him, and then we got the Buzzmod Tendro, which I'm guessing they scale pretty nicely, but they are 1/12 scale, but they come a little bigger, I would definitely say. Let's get some other action figures in here. We have the Demonical Fit base form Goku, which, as you can see, he's a lot taller. And you know, Goku's kind of a tall guy. Let me reach over here. We have the SH Figure Arts Monkey D. Luffy. I could see that. That's definitely not a bad scale. And then we have the also another company that doesn't scale too well, the Storm Collectibles Baki. As you can see, Baki's just a teenager and he's taller than Goku and about the same size as Tengen. So that's not too bad if we want to scale them with that. Then we got some Revoltech Superman. He's taller and bigger. Like even the head sizes are a lot bigger, but not too bad. And then out of there. Last, we have the SH Figure Arts Gojo, because they both have white hair. Thought that was really neat. But yeah, the scaling is a little off, but you know, that is okay. Now to end things off, I just want to introduce myself. I am IsaacMan1218. I first started collecting and making action figure videos back on TikTok, but I've recently just been blessed by Big Bad Toy Store. They are my official sponsors, and they have gifted me this Buzzmod Tengen and Revoltech Endeavor. You know, I'll make a video on that later. But I just wanted to try to make the best content with this sponsor, see where it goes. You know, we got some future stuff planned. I'll let y'all know. But yeah, let me know how you like this video. If I should make it shorter, make it longer. But yeah, thank you for watching my very first video. You know, I appreciate everybody who first sees this, who sticks around to the end. But yeah, great start for the beginning of the year, 2024. Let's see where this year takes us, you know. But use the link in my bio to take you to Big Bad Toy Stores. You can make an account, pre-order some stuff, buy some stuff. That'll graciously help me out. But you know, if you have any questions about Big Bad Toy Store, let me know. I've been using them for years. But other than that, you know, comment what you want. I'm down to answer any questions. I have all my socials in my bio, my TikTok, my Instagram, which I need to make more content on Instagram. But yeah, thank you for watching my very first YouTube video. Peace.